All right, let's go ahead and get started with example 2A. We're just going to factor each trinomial and then check our answer. So we have x squared plus 6x plus 5. So we have a trinomial still. We have, there's just a 1 in front of x squared, which is great. And let's just go ahead and get started. So this is our first, this is our last, and then this is a combination. And we're going to be adding, right, because this is a plus. So we're going to be adding the outside and the inside together to get that 6x. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and do the first. The first is my easiest. I mean, it's just xx, right? Boom. X times x that's how you get x squared. Okay, then we're going to go to the last. And we know that we are going to be adding the factors of 5 to get 6. So we have 5. What are the factors of 5? 1 and 5. Okay, this is really easy because that's it. And if you add 1 and 5 together, you get 6. So we know it's going to be 1 and 5. And then we just have to figure out the signs, right? We know if this is positive, the only way you can get a last is by multiplying a positive times a positive or a negative times a negative. But then you're also going to have to add those. And the only way you can get a positive number is by adding a positive plus a positive, right? So we know that both of the signs are going to be positive, so there's our answer, and then we're going to check it. Check, check, check. So x times x is x squared, and then we do the outside, x times 5, which is 5x, and then we do the inside, 1 times x, which is just x. I don't need to write 1x. 1x is the same thing as x. And then 1 times 5 is 5. And then we go there, we get x squared, 5x plus x is 6x plus 5. And we did it. We got the right answer. I love these. I don't know about you. I know you're just learning factoring, but like these seriously are some of my favorite things to do because it's just like they're little puzzles and I don't know. It's just kind of fun. Okay, let's do the next one. Let's do the next one. Next one. Okay, here we go. 2b, so we're going to factor each trinomial, check our answer. Okay. This is our first, this is our last, and we're going to be adding the outside plus the inside, right, to get this one. So I'm going voot, 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 voot. It's like voot, 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 voot. I don't know. I like making the sound. Okay, first, xx, super easy, 9. Okay, so we know that we're going to be adding the factors of 9 to get 6. Do you know what it is? Okay, let's write it out. So 9, we know the factors of 9 are 1 and 9 and 3 and 3. And which of these do we add together to get 6? Well, 1 plus 9 is 10. 3 plus 3 is 6. Boom! So we know this is 3 and a 3. And then we have to figure out the signs, right? We know since this is positive, we're going to be multiplying for that last. So a positive times a positive is a positive, or a negative times a negative is a positive. But then we're going to have to add, right, for the outside and the inside. And the only way we can get a positive number is by adding 2 positive numbers. So boom, there you have it. And you know what's fun about this one? We could actually write it like this if we really wanted to get all fancy. But you know, this is fine, or this one. And then we're gonna check it, check. So x times x is x squared. We got our outside, x times 3, which is 3x. Inside, 3 times x is 3x. And then 3 times 3 is 9. And then we voot. X squared, 3x plus 3x is 6x plus 9, and then boom shakalaka, there we have it. We have the same thing. All right. Okay, let's do one more together. Ooh, this one's gonna be fun. This one's a little bit different. Okay, let's do it. So what do we know? We are gonna factor this and then check our answer. Okay, we can do that. This is our first. And this is our last, and this is a combination of our outside, and then we're going to be adding, this tells us that we're adding the outside plus the inside. And ooh, there's a negative there, so exciting. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. All right, voot, 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 voot. X squared is x and x, and then what does this tell us? This tells us that we're going to be adding the factors of 15 together to get 8, right? Well, it's negative 8. Okay, so first let's figure out what the factors of 15 are. Okay, 1 and 15, and no, not 2, 3 times 5 is 15, and 4, no. Okay, so that's it. So we're going to be adding these together to get 8. So 1 plus 15 is 16, and 3 plus 5 is 8. Perfect. So we know that it's going to be a 3. A 3 and a 5, right? So to get this last, we know that we have to go 3 times 5, right? So to get a positive number, we can go positive times positive, or we can get a negative times a negative. And so you really have 2 options, right? But then you have to add those 2 together. So you're either going to be adding 3 and 5 together to get a negative 8, or you're going to be adding 3 plus negative 5 to get a negative 8. And guess which one it's going to be? It's going to be this one, which means that both of our signs are going to be negative. Oh, it's our first one. So exciting. Okay, let's go ahead and check it. This is our answer. Okay, you can do this. I totally know. Okay, so we go x times x is x squared, and then we do the outside. X times negative 5 is negative 5x, and then the inside, negative 3 times x is negative 3x, and then negative times a negative is a positive. Ooh, and then 3 times 5 is 15. Okay, and then we need to combine those. Negative 5 minus 3, right? This is our outside, this is our inside. Don't you just love it? It's just right there. There's FOIL. Our outside and our inside, they combine to get negative 8x, which is what we need. And then, yeah, we have the same thing, right? So we did it right. Perfect. Okay, now it is your turn, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to check it out. Try to do problem 2A. Where's my friend? Here's my friend, the pause dragon, flying in to remind you to pause your device. Go ahead and work out this problem. When you get done, press play and we'll talk about it together. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, let's see how you did. I feel like I need to change up my color. Okay, so this is our first, this is our last, and we're gonna be adding the outside plus the inside to get this middle term. Perfect. Okay, so what do we have? This is x squared, so this is our x, and then we're gonna be adding the factors of 12 to get 8. Okay, so what are the factors of 12? 1 times 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4, and we're going to be adding them to get 8, right? So 1 plus 12 is 13, not it. 2 plus 6 is 8. So we know that it's going to be 2 and 6. Then we just have to figure out the signs. Since this is positive, they can either be both positive or both negative, but then we're going to have to add them to get a positive 8. So you know that they both have to be positive. There is our answer. If you got that right, woo! Let's go ahead and check it. So x times x is x squared. X times 6 is 6x. Our inside 2 times x is 2x. And then 2 times 6 is 12. We combine here for our lovely 8x. And then, yeah, that is it. We got the same thing. So if you got that right and you checked it, great job. Okay, let's move on to the next problem. Check it out. We're going to be doing 2B and 2C, all right? So here's my friend, the pause dragon. Go ahead and work out. Hey, pause dragon, where are you at? Oh, there you are. Hi. Okay, so work out 2B and 2C. When you get done with both of those, press play and we'll go over them. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, let's see how you did. Okay, so this is my first. I like to label them. This is my last. I'm going to be adding my outside plus my inside. Okay. So this one's easy. I'm just going to go x, and then I'm taking the factors of 6 that add to 5. Okay, factors of 6, 1 and 6, 2 and 3. Which of these add to 5? So 1 plus 6 is 7, 2 plus 3 is 5. That's it. So 2 and 3. And then I just need to figure out my signs to get that last, right? I'm going 2 times 3. So the only way I get a positive number is by going positive times positive or negative times a negative. But then I know that I have to add my outside and my inside to get a negative number. And if you go a positive times a positive, if you go a positive plus a positive, you are never going to get a negative number. So that means that they both have to be negative. And then let's check it. X times x is x squared. X times negative 3 is negative 3x. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. And then a negative times a negative is a positive. 2 times 3 is 6. And then there's our outside and our inside. We're combining those. Negative 3x minus 2x is going to give us that negative 5x, which is what we need. And isn't that cool? I mean, there's our outside and inside. They are combined for that middle term. And x squared. So we got the same thing. So if you got that one right, woohoo, good job. That is the worst arrow I think I've ever made before in my life. Okay, it's getting better. It's getting better. Still not great, but I think it will do. Okay, let's see how you did on 2C. Okay, this is our first, this is our last, and this is we're gonna be adding the outside plus the inside. Okay. All right, so this is my favorite, is the first, because it's so easy. We just go x and x. And then the last, right, we're gonna be adding the factors of 42 to get 13. Ooh, factors of 42. It's not what I do every day. Okay, 42, the first one's gonna be 1 times 42, right? 1 times 42 is 42. That's even, so we know it's gonna be 2. 2 times what, 21? Is it divisible by 3? Well, if I go 4 plus 2, that's 6. 6 divisible by 3, so I know it's divisible by 3. 3 times what? I don't even know. 42 divided by 3, what is that? 3 goes into 4 one time. 1 times 3 is 3. Ooh, 14, that's fun. I didn't know that. So 3 times 14, okay. 4, does 4 go into 42? No, because 4 times 10 is 40, so it would be 40, 44, but not 42. 5, no. 6, yes, 6 times 7. Okay, and then see how the factors, they're far apart, then they get closer together, and then they're like super close, so we know that we're done. Okay, we're gonna be adding the factors of 42 to get 13. So 1 plus 42, that's 43, 2, did I say times? I meant plus. Okay, 1 plus 42 is equal to 43. 2 plus 21 is 23, not it. 3 plus 14 is 17, not it. We need 13. 6 plus 7 is 13, woohoo! Okay, so we know we go 6 and 7. And then we have to figure out the signs. Since this is positive, we know they both have to be positive or they both have to be negative. But we're gonna be adding, and we need a positive number, so they're both gonna have to be positive. There is our answer, and then we need to check it. So x times x is x squared, x times 7 is 7x, the inside 6 times x is 6x, and 6 times 7 is 42. So we combine that, we get our 13x, and yeah, it's looking good, looking good. All right. Okay, my arrow's a little bit better. Perfect. Okay, and then time for our last one. Check it out, example 2D. So I want you to go ahead and try this one on your own. Here's my friend the Pause Dragon, reminding you to pause your device. Go ahead and work it out. When you get done, press play and we'll talk about it together. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, let's see how you did. So this is my first, this is my last, and this is, I'm gonna be adding my outside plus my inside to get this term. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. Okay, so I need my voot voot, voot voot, voot voot. Okay, x squared's the easy, x and x, and then what am I gonna be doing? I'm gonna be adding factors of 40 to get 13. Okay, what are the factors of 40? Ooh, there's a lot of them. 140, 2 and 20, 3, no. 4, 4 and 10, ooh, they're getting closer. And then 5 and 8. And then the only numbers between 5 and 8 would be 6 and 7, and neither of those go into 40 evenly. They're not factors. So this is it. So we're gonna be adding the factors of 40 to get 13. So 1 plus 40 is 41, nope. 2 plus 20, 22, nope. 4 plus 10 is 14, nope. 5 plus 8, 13, woohoo, found it. Okay, 5 and 8. And then we know that because this is positive, right, we're gonna go 5 times 8, so we can, to get a positive number, we can multiply 2 positive numbers or 2 negative numbers, but then we always also have to add them to get a negative 13. And the only way that you're gonna get a negative number, you can't get a negative, if you add a positive plus a positive, you're gonna get a positive number, right? So the only way you can get a negative number is by adding 2 negative numbers together. And then we just need to check, there's our answer. And then we're gonna check it. Check, check. Check 1, 2. X times x is x squared. X times a negative 8 is negative 8x. The inside negative 5 times x is negative 5x. And then a negative times a negative is a positive. 5 times 8 is 40. We combine these and we get negative 13x plus 40 x squared. And let's see here. Ooh, good arrow. x squared negative, boom, we got it. So if you got that one right, you did a wonderful job, and I'll see you in a little bit for example 3.